What up and what's going on, good people? This is, I'll say the pilot episode, episode one, whatever we'll call it. We are the movie Disciples, working title in progress. Maybe we'll get down the road and might change it. But for right now, that's what we're calling ourselves. I go by Hollywood Hunter, aka Brian C. Hunter. If I'm getting real proper, I'm slating my motherfucking name. We also have my bro, the Dark Knight, aka Juice Wayne, off in this thing.
Yes, sir.
We got the main team, Mr. Replacement for Jonathan Majors. That's right. CLZ, Drizzle himself.
Hey.
Yeah, I'll be that nigga. Hey. What's up, dog?
Kang
gang.
Conqueror, dog.
Kang gang.
Dre the Conqueror. There we go. Yeah.
You know?
Like that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Last but not
That'd be
least,
fire.
Take that.
we got G, aka G-Lo,
Yes,
aka
Yes, sir.
if a woman is starting in
Yes,
a
sir.
project, good luck. He
Yes,
might not.
sir. Hey, shout out to
All
Disney
just
Plus
jokes.
for canceling my account.
It's all just jokes. But yeah, this is the first episode of the podcast, and we'll also be possibly simulcasting or putting this out on YouTube as well. We are filming this on Wednesday, May the 3rd. It's May 3rd, right? Am I tripping? It's May 3rd.
Yep.
Yeah.
Within May 3rd. We got a lot to cover. And if you're enjoying what you're watching, please on YouTube, and when we're putting this out on all of the podcasting sites as far as Spotify, Apple, whatever you can find it, follow, hit that like, spread the word, trying to grow something here. And follow us on social media if you would like. And man, I want to start right off top, like, why we think we should be doing this is a podcast about movies, some TV, gaming, comics, all that good stuff. But I like to say that I feel like the reason we all got together is because it's fandom meets a little bit of insight, because myself, Mr. Juice Wayne, Dre are all in pursuit of the entertainment industry. So we have a little bit of insight of us growing and figuring our way and navigating our way throughout this industry. So it's like fandom meets insight. And yeah, and if coming from a different perspective, Black people trying to get after it and enjoying what we're watching at the same time. We're not critics. Let's get that out the way right now.
We're not critics. We do have opinions.
Yeah, we got opinions.
That don't mean they right.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how I believe we all got together to do this. And G is just straight up from the outside perspective, coming in and being a fan as well. So I think that's why we got together. Anybody else got something else why we figured we should do this?
I just think we all got a love for movies and comics and anime, games. We've always connected when it came to that realm of things. So it only made sense that we came together and talked some shit about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and like I said, we're not critics, so these are opinions, and definitely get these jokes off. So don't take it too personal, super serious, like some inside knowledge. Like I said, we know a little bit, like we're inside, but we ain't all the way inside, so we're not insiders. So you hear this and we'll see this, and you try to run some knowledge, unless you hear it from like the person itself, or we can say we guarantee, confirm that this is a source.
Everything is alleged, motherfuckers.
Exactly.
If we offend you, just like and subscribe anyway. Just show love.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Support Black businesses.
Yes. Hell yeah. Yeah, so like I said, it's May, and getting ready to, let's recap before we get into, stuff that we're looking forward to later on. What movies have y'all seen in the movie theaters? I've seen a bunch of them. I'm back on my shit. I ain't gonna lie. I got
Yeah, you've been in your bag,
like
you got receipt.
God dang.
I'm back.
Let me pull up my app.
That's how my shit used to be.
Man, like I've had a little time. Also, I need for me, like starting the podcast, is like movies have been an escape, like something I want to pursue, but also it's still an escape for me to like get away, clear my mind, watch people and directors and writers put on stuff that I enjoy. I mean, I ain't enjoying all the stuff that I watch, but going out there and watching stuff. I seen a bunch. I seen Missing. I saw Avatar at the top of the year. I didn't watch it during Christmas. I saw
I did see Avatar. That shit.
I didn't see it.
I saw Shazam.
I did not. I definitely did not see that.
I saw one.
I do want to watch it because of Megan Good, though. I just want to see how big her role in it was. Because I heard she had
her role, huh? Role.
Yeah.
How big her role is.
He ain't shit.
Yeah, I'm
just trying to support Black women. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to do.
Black girl magic all day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah. Hell yeah. What y'all seen? What y'all seen in theaters or even on streaming?
I think the last movie I seen was. I ain't seen that yet.
Oh, you tripping?
I know. I'm tripping.
You're
working too hard, Vince. Go ahead and say that now.
I know. It's a couple times I've been like, yo, I should just go catch that shit real quick. Like, just take like 2 hours just to go watch it. But I still ain't.
It was a 3-hour movie, so.
Yeah,
well, damn, 3 hours. Then. My thing is, I be falling asleep and shit in movies. So I be catching shit usually fall at home. No, I figure I shouldn't fall asleep in John Wick.
No, you can fall asleep.
I've never fallen asleep.
It comes on knocking. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very true.
Oh, it do. Wow.
Yeah. It come out, I was like, oh shit. I thought I was in a horror movie for a second. I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Like, I was like trying to cut my phone off, and next thing it was like boom. I was like, what the fuck? Like, oh, okay.
Over, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. See, the last thing I seen was Scream 6, and that was at the drive-thru.
I saw the drive-thru. Okay.
That was pretty dope. Yeah.
The
movie itself was it was Scream. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you expect from Scream is what you got.
I had a good ass time. I saw Scream 6. I saw it. And
it was cool.
I think
that drive-thru theater is dope though.
Yeah, the drive-thru was pretty dope. Yeah, I didn't expect that many people to still be there.
Nah, that thing gets packed. It's a whole little vibe over there, man.
They got food too.
Yeah. They got food.
No, check this out. Okay.
Yeah, it's dope.
We were talking about it before.
You can rent it out too for shit.
For real?
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Man.
Yeah, I think you can rent it out for screenings or shit like that too.
Oh, yeah, I ain't been really. So okay, I'm about to see if I can find one.
I mean, I had went at the height of the pandemic, so it just made sense.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how it was during that time.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was just a bunch of cars out there watching movies, and then everybody with their mask on to get food. So
was it open before then?
Yeah, it's been open for a while.
Yeah, it's been for a minute.
Okay.
And they got multiple screens as well.
Yeah, you just
it's not just one screen. Like they have like layers, and depending on what angle you're at, you can see like the other screen, but it's at like an angle. But it still doesn't interfere. And you just, you turn the dial to whatever it tells you, like 94.5
on your radio.
On your radio, and then.
So if your car ain't got no system, don't go.
Don't go,
yeah.
Yeah,
because you ain't gonna enjoy that shit.
In the back.
She was whispering.
You got the treble turned up.
Talking about that, man. Remember we was talking about that, bro? You was like, bro, my playlist for music can consist of anything. You might be in the car and you'd be like, is this from Naruto? Like, yeah, bro, this shit's
I got everything, yo. I got everything on there, dog. It'd be like Blue Jay with some thump, dog. You'd be like, oh, hold on. They remixed this? No, but they did. We got a hold of it. Put some color on it, put some flavor on it.
Right.
So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Same. I play this.
That's why we got this podcast.
Hell yeah. Did y'all
I went
no, go
I
ahead.
went to I watched I watched 3 movies in one day. I just
Wait,
movie hopped.
so which three you watched?
I just movie hopped. So I went in to watch Creed, right?
Okay, I
I
seen that
went
too.
in to watch Creed. I was like, all right, yo, that's kind of fire, right? So I watched Creed, and then I was on my phone and I was looking at the app, and I was like, well, damn, I ain't seen Ant-Man. I ain't seen Ant-Man Quantumania yet. So
Damn,
I
I
was like, when
forgot.
does it? Yeah, I was like, when
I
does
ain't
this
seen it
start?
either.
Nah.
All right.
Come on.
I was like, when does it start? I was like, oh, 20 minutes after it ends? I said, oh, okay, word. So, I went out. I ain't gonna say what theater I was at, because you gotta
I'm paying
support your
your
local,
ass.
you gotta support your local business. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say, I looked it up on the app and I saw what time it started, so then I went to concessions, got me, some little snacks, sat down in the theater, chilling, vibing. And then I looked down, I said, well, dang, I gotta see John Wick too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Got to.
I gotta see John Wick as well. So I'm sitting there, boom, 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 look up John Wick. Now, granted, John Wick started at 12 o'clock at night. Okay. So,
Ooh.
Damn.
so look, I was in there for a minute. But it was perfect though, because right after the end credit scene from Quantumania finished, right? I walked out, and then John Wick was in the theater, like right beside it. I walked in right in the beginning of who does it? Is that Lionsgate? I don't know, but I walked in.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
walked in and it was just like Lionsgate. I said, "Well, damn, ain't that some perfect time to start?"
And look
And
at
I
God.
sat down. I said, "Look at God, man. That's a
The movie
blessing, dog.
gods.
That's a blessing, dog." So I sat down and watched it. That movie was dope, though. I mean, I enjoyed all 3 of them. John Wick was tough, man. I think like it was hard for me though, like 2 hours in though, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I had been at the theaters since I got there like 5
All
or
day.
something.
Something like five,
Yeah, like
God
six
damn.
I got there like
Easy.
4 or 5. So I'm over there watching John Wick, and I'm hurting, boy, but I'm awake. I'm hurt. I said, "Ooh!" I see somebody get shot in the chest. I said, "Dang, that was," you know what I'm saying? I'm like, "Woo!" But I made it though. I probably missed like 2 minutes.
Right.
Yeah. No, you doing that
I did it.
all day long? Yeah, I don't blame you. Like, oh,
Dog,
okay,
I
I'm
was
back
hurting,
in.
dog.
Yeah, I
I was
would have
hurting.
been knocked out, bro.
Dog, I
And
made it, dog.
Ant-Man, probably.
Ant-Man's not even that bad. I
It's
mean,
not.
Oh,
it
I don't
should
think
be
it's bad at
more.
all. I just haven't, seen that shit yet.
Yeah, it should be more than it is, but it's not bad. It got a little jokes off,
Yeah, like
I don't think
Mm.
it's. Or go ahead, B.
I was gonna say, like the trailer showed way too much. Like at least like the final trailer showed way too much.
Mm-hmm.
So it amped up the stakes like way too much. Because at the end of the day, it still was an Ant-Man movie, so it's getting its jokes off. So I wasn't mad at it, but like trailer had it was like, oh man, like Ant-Man is about to like do a whole like flip how Thor, the first 2 Thor movies went into Thor
Mm-hmm.
Ragnarok. Like Thor Ragnarok, like,
Mm.
got its jokes off, but it did something brand new and fresh. I don't think Ant-Man 3 is gonna do the same thing, be a lot more serious and like, oh yeah, like Kang is a problem, which he was a problem, but
He
it
was a problem, but right, right. No
yes.
spoilers, right? But like the thing is so I watched the first 2 Ant-Mans not too long ago, going into the third one,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like the supporting cast for Ant-Man. They also make the movie as well. And
Mm-hmm.
them not being in the movie kind of changed the angle, right? Like the movie felt more new age Marvel streamline, you know, hero goes through whatever, whatever, whatever. Then third act, some CGI explosions, you know what I'm saying? And then that's what it is, right? Like I think that, you know, I know what they're trying to do with Kang and trying to introduce him, but it kind of makes watching Ant-Man kind of mandatory. And, like it's hard to create agency because it's like, is Ant-Man pushing this movie or are we trying to watch Kang push this movie? So we can't commit to the good or the bad, right?
Mm.
It ain't like an Infinity War where like, it's an Avengers movie, but we follow Thanos all the way through, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, like that was a little rough, like because I was watching a video essay earlier today actually, and they brought up a good point, and they were just saying that you could have inserted any superhero in that film, and the story still would have been the same, right?
That's
You
true.
know,
Well, shit ain't. That's
you
what it
know,
looked like,
so
though.
yeah, I mean, because I mean, they get sucked up into the quantum zone. It could have been anybody and their mama that get sucked up, any superhero, and then boom, boom, bow. But I mean, I did enjoy it though. I don't know. I'm getting kind of skeptical of the Marvel verse. The MCU is kind of, I don't know what they're
Vince
doing.
said it.
So
Vince said it. I think he coined it as like
The
Marvel
strand is coming
burnout.
loose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's being made with less love, and it's just more so about getting that dollar. Like they already
that's
know
all it is. Yeah.
people gonna run to the theater to see it just because it's a Marvel movie, but nigga, it gotta be good still, though. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like now people are starting to see and then the CGI is like that shit is unacceptable.
Subpar, dog. If that.
Yeah.
They got
So and then they be trying to blame it on other movies using the CGI budget. I'm like, bro, ain't nobody trying to hear all that, dog. Y'all Disney and Marvel. Like,
Fact.
if you're gonna put the shit out, put it out. If it's gonna be half-assed, don't put it out. Or
That's
make
what
it
happens when you put
a
too much
Disney Plus
content.
series.
Yeah, you put too much content over there, right? Y'all are doing quantity over quality, and it's showing clear as
Showing
day
exactly.
to
Yep.
the point where people aren't even watching it like that, right? Because you can get a recap. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we need to find out? He fights the big bad guy. There's a new big bad guy introduced, and then you're gonna see more of that big bad guy. Oh, okay, cool. What else? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And then I don't think nobody care about none of these characters no more. I think niggas want to see X-Men now. Like they keep
oh yeah, that
dragging that
too.
out. And it's like, I know they talking about Fantastic Four. It's like, all right, y'all niggas tried that like 2 times. Cool. I think niggas want to see X-Men. That's the
I'm
only
one
one.
of them.
That's
I'm
what's gonna
niggas.
revive Marvel to the point where it's
If
like on that same high as Avengers. If they do it
if
right.
if each character has an introductory film or something, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
the thing, right? Like all of the new characters aren't connected to Avengers or other people any kind of way. And then the origin, I'm not gonna say origin stories, that's not really what they all are, but just them in their world, it's too far removed, you
Yeah.
know. It's too far removed. Like, so it's like, am I really invested? No, and I understand, they're playing the demographics game. Cool, I get that. Representation for sure. Representation matters for sure. But your representation can't be cookie cutter, right? You got to have people that actually
Yeah.
have a real love for the source material, because that's what it comes from, right? And then, you get rid of the negative stereotypes that some of the source materials had back in the 60s and 70s for sure, right? We
Yeah.
get that, right? But then you have people that really really love it, like you were saying, Vince. Like they gotta really want to show love to it. That's why phase one worked, because it
Yeah.
was nothing but love in there. And you were like, yo, oh wow, okay, Now they're like, we know we're gonna make 10 more movies, so we just gotta make sure that there's some type of thread.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, that ain't it.
Yeah, that's partly the fans part too. Like you hear it always at the Comic Cons, like the part that the pictures actually come out is like the timeline. Like
Mm-hmm.
the fans want to see how it all connects as they go through it too. They don't want to just kind of go through it like we did through phase one. Like I don't, as far as my knowledge, I don't think that they had a pre Comic Con before like Iron Man 2 and was like, hey y'all, this is what we about to do. We about to recast Hulk, Captain Marvel gonna be coming out. You know what I mean? Like we knew all the way to Infinity War
Yeah.
Endgame. We didn't know that.
Nah, they
And
didn't. They
now,
didn't have a map.
yeah, it was just now that's like the first thing that comes out of any of these like you know, Comic Cons or just cons in general. People want to know what Blade 2 looking like between now and they like where does that fit in the timeline? And you kind of like,
Facts.
like, is that too much up front already? Like, I kind of want my appetizer and then my meal and then the dessert menu maybe. Now they like, I want all the fixings right here.
But
right
that's
now.
what happens when you just keep dumping material. That's what people are gonna want because they're not getting enough in the material that you've given them. And yeah, you got the far left and the other side folks that are gonna be like, it wasn't enough in it. I want more, 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 more. But
Oh yeah, you
like,
can never please comic book fans fully. Like they'll
yeah,
always find something. So you got
yeah.
to just
But
be
it,
ready for backlash anytime you delve into that realm.
yeah. See,
I
like
got a
But
question.
Spider-Man.
Oh, go ahead.
bunch of mad neckbeards sitting at a
Right, right, right.
keyboard, mad.
Spider-Man
You
worked
know
because
what
it
I'm
had love in
saying?
it.
Yeah, exactly.
Spider-Man worked because Spider-Man is the same cookie cutter Marvel film. Let's just be honest, right? But what they did was they tweaked it to those heroes, right? Like every Spider-Man had his own little flavor, and they brought their history into it, as opposed to
Yeah.
like, we're just gonna say you have some history. We're not gonna show it, right? Because film is a visual medium, right? You show, don't tell, but everybody's just telling, and they're like, yeah, this is, big bad and so from here, or this is the hero from here. They're just legit because we said it. And we don't care about that. We want to see what they did. What did they do? Why are they so
So
legit?
my thing is Spider-Man by himself is as popular as the Avengers all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too.
And that's the
Damn.
thing. It's like people love He's a lovable character. Everybody knows Spider-Man. Like, so
Hmm.
that naturally drew a big audience. With Avengers, we had to kind of learn to like some of these niggas. And we liked them a lot more when we saw them together. So we got to see that dynamic on screen, and that was dope. But it's
Remember,
like,
we had 5 Spider-Man movies before
mm-hmm,
we had a recast of Spider-Man, right?
yeah,
So there was still, even if people didn't know about, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say because everybody know about Spider-Man. They still had those different like there was still a Spider-Man following. There was still a cult
yeah,
following in the movie verse, in the
mm-hmm,
film industry, and then the comics, right? Avengers is just what? Avengers is just comics.
comics, yeah,
So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
in video games too, right? Let's be honest, right? Like in
yeah,
video games,
cartoons,
in
yeah.
cartoons, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's like, like what? Marvel's been around for what? What are we looking at?
2008.
15-ish, 15-ish years.
You talking
Mm-hmm.
about as far as in film,
Yeah, as far as when the first Iron Man dropped, we're looking at 15-ish years, somewhere
or
around
if we
there.
being technical, whenever
With Blade.
Blade came out?
Yeah, no, those are facts, you know what I'm saying? But just
Yeah.
like on the newer
What
side,
year was
right?
that?
Like,
Yeah, so Iron
a
Man,
long
that was
time
like
ago.
2008, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So even with that, like think about the people that were the comic book heads at that time, aka us. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 15 years later. Now people are more grown. People want to see more adult stuff. Right. So when you
Mm-hmm.
introduce some of the other characters that are for the young folks, we get that too. Right. It's just,
Yeah,
if you want to make an overarching film world and make it relate to everybody, it's got to be of substance. And I think that's the big part that it's missing. It can't just be like, I want to do something
yeah,
and put my name on it. It's got to be like, nah, how about you just do something with
Mm-hmm.
max quality and then it'll be
mm-hmm,
associated with your name because you produce something fire.
exactly.
Well, we got it whenever people watch and or listen to this, Guardians comes out May 5th. But I feel like that's in its own separate category because they're dealing with some super outer space stuff. Can the Marvels, because the movie The Marvels comes out, I believe, in November. And it's kind of doing what is, or at least the way the trailer showed that it's kind of doing what you were saying is doing, where it's introducing the younger crowd a little bit with Miss Marvel, and then we got Captain Marvel returning, and then we got what's her name going to be in the
Photon?
Photon? Yeah, we got Photon from WandaVision coming in. Like, can that be the one that kind of I would say save it because I don't think it's drowning, but can that be one that's kind of like sew the thread back together and put it back to where we see the MCU has been on the top? Can that be the one from at least the teaser trailer that we've all seen? Wait, everybody watched the teaser trailer?
I did. I saw it.
For the Marvels.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for the Marvels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I saw. I hope it does because, like I said, I don't think Guardians is gonna do.
I don't think so.
Yeah, like Guardians is gonna be a good ass movie, but it's gonna be a whole separate entity.
Yeah.
Like, can the Marvels do what we're all hoping?
Well,
all right, let's put this back on track because, like y'all been saying, it's been like up and down. It's been like a nice roller coaster ride. But I think the main thing is when we talking about Ant-Man, where it's like you got the hero and the villain trying to like follow both. Where like Kang is so much like of a secret that we didn't get a chance to really explore everything that he's been doing. So it's kind of like, all right, like you getting pieces here and there. He's gonna pop up in everything. And at least with Thanos, when we finally like saw him in Infinity War, we got like the whole story like right there. So it's like, oh man, we already knew he was a problem. Now he's even a bigger problem. So by the time we got to Endgame, it's like we gotta kill this dude. But with this right now, we're setting up the multiverse. So you're gonna see him Kang pop up in different little instances. I'm like, I would like to think he would pop up in the Marvels. Like it's hard, especially in the multiverse, so much like to go out there and try to build upon where we haven't seen him until I said Kang until Ant-Man he got introduced, but we had Shang-Chi. I thought it was a really good ass movie.
No, Shang-Chi was fire.
The last Thor, it was funny, but I haven't rewatched it because I don't plan on rewatching anytime soon.
So you know how I feel about that.
See, there we go.
I was not a fan.
We had Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. That was a good movie, but it was also like it was contained, but also it was a
Spanish
movie type of movie. Yeah, like
you do what you got to do with it.
It was a whole roller coaster. So
it's a hard rewatch too, by the way.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I said I was gonna rewatch it. I haven't rewatched it.
Yeah, because it ain't Black Panther at all.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, it is what it is.
It's kind of sad too.
It is what it is. Yeah, that one is. It is what it. I think with Ant-Man, like if you're the MCU's biggest bad, supposed to be tougher than Thanos, you're not getting beat up by Ant-Man, bro.
You should.
So. Nah. That's what I'm saying, right? So I know y'all ain't seen it. It's not like Kang dies or anything, but he gets beat.
Oh damn!
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I mean, but you could kind of tell from watching it, like that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like when Infinity War came out, you were like, nah, something looked like it's about to go sideways.
You could feel it.
Right? Yeah. You could feel it, right? You were like, this dude coming in and just whooping, right? You could tell, you could tell on the Ant-Man stuff that Kang is a formidable foe, but you don't really feel like in grave dire. Unless, at the end of the movie, there's a little twist, but you don't really know if it's a true twist or not, right? It's Marvel. Like Marvel likes to start and end in the same place. So it feels like that, right? And maybe later you're like, oh, I knew something was up. See, but they're leaving it open-ended, And maybe B can speak more to that if he noticed it or not.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a whole multiverse arc, and what we were saying earlier about looking forward to getting the X-Men. Unless everything just goes, like I said, unless the Marvels movie is just cheeks and this whole Jonathan Majors thing doesn't get worked out, because I believe, I don't know off the top of my head, I think he's like, or at least his representation is supposed to go to court sometime this week, tomorrow.
Yeah, May 8th.
Okay, May 8th. Yeah, it might. So hopefully there's a resolution for that, because he's gotten dropped from a lot of projects, but I think he still has his agent. And I think he still has, I know he has his agent for sure, but I don't know if he has the same. I think he got dropped from the town.
No, the marketing team is gone.
The marketing team. But I think his agent's still behind him. And obviously the Marvel's still behind him. They haven't dropped him just yet. So if everything works out.
They're just waiting.
Yeah, like so if everything works out, then maybe they can still try to rectify everything. That's what I'm saying, hoping the Marvels works out. But if the Marvels don't work out, then they might just like, you know what, we gotta just, or they're gonna keep doing the same stuff they've been doing, just drop movies and stuff ain't gonna connect until they just say after the Kang Dynasty, let's just do straight up Secret Wars. And
And a
so
lot of
I
stuff
don't think the Marvel's gonna work out.
you don't think so?
No, because I mean, if you go look, the trailer ain't even pulled in like record views.
Oh, wasn't it like the most disliked trailer or something like that in the
Yeah,
Marvel joint?
like enough
But
people
is
don't care enough about Captain Marvel,
is that
or I
because
don't think people like Brie Larson either.
yeah, that's my is it
So it's
because
like,
I think it's Brie Larson.
Is it Brie Larson and it's a woman? Because the movie made money. The movie made
I think
$1 million.
I think the character is fire. I think maybe it's something with I don't know, man. Fans are fickle,
It can't be
bro.
because it's a woman. Yeah, that's true.
No, it's
I don't
not
think it's
that.
because it's a
It's
woman.
not
I
because
hope
it's a
not.
Yeah,
woman.
because
Because the
Wonder
thing
Woman
is,
did it, like
I realize
there's a lot of go ahead.
if some shit is fire, if it's fire, then that's it. It's fire.
Hogard.
Whether it's
Hogard is
woman,
fire.
whether it's
Yeah.
a dude, whoever, you know what I'm saying? My our people over there in the LGBTQ, if it's them, like it don't matter who's representing, if the material of what you produce is fire, I don't think people question whether the character is this, that, or whatever. I think people only start to get into that shit if the movie is trash.
Because they're
I think
distracted by the movie being trash. And
right.
they're not paying attention to the story that's being told because they're not interested in it.
But people also got to do a better job of telling certain stories, and rather than like pandering to a certain demographic to where it's like, oh, these niggas made it specifically for niggas. Like I feel like these niggas read a book on niggas and was like, okay, that's how. And then they do that with like every subset or group of people that they're trying to, cater to for representation and shit, versus it just being organic, a rich story, like that episode on Last of Us with the two dudes that was in love.
Yeah.
Like that was an example of it being done right. Because you didn't care about all that other shit. It was like the story in this episode is just good as far as the storytelling. So that's what it is, man.
You make a good point.
I think people just got to get back to the love of it. Like people are in like this microwave mode right now where they just trying to pump shit out quick for the littlest dollar and the littlest amount of work, and it's showing in the art.
This is why Blade has been pushed back. I don't know. Well, I take it back. They haven't been pushed back. What I heard from the other day is they're supposed to start filming like the last week of May. But
the niggas ain't started yet. I thought they started.
No, because
Mahershala was like, nah.
I know they had creative differences though.
Yeah. Like they just brought in the writer from True Detective that Mahershala worked with season 3, Nick Pizzolatto, to like come in and like help punch up and rewrite some of the script already. Like I'm saying, this movie's supposed to start filming at the end of this month. So I'm like, that's not unheard of, but also I'm like, oh shit. So it's either it's old shit in a good way, it's old shit like they in panic mode because I believe the movie's supposed to come out next year. So it's either
I heard go ahead.
They're punching up to try to like help and fix it, and not like you said, put in some love into it and not put out some BS. Or
because everything else been BS kinda.
Yeah. So I'm hoping. What you about to say, Dre?
Oh, I had heard a rumor that one of the creative differences were like it was Mahershala's movie, but then they were going to introduce Blade's daughter, and then Blade's daughter was going to carry on the franchise for Blade. And now if you think about the direction of the MCU and where it's going, that makes sense, right? And they were saying like that's a big issue because you're going to introduce this character and we're going to do whatever we're going to do, and then you're just going to flip them and pass them on to the next,
like they did Black Panther.
Well, they had to do that with Black Panther.
Yeah, they had to, but you know.
Well, maybe they didn't have to, but
out of respect
whatever,
for
right?
Chadwick, they weren't gonna recast.
So they say, you know what I'm saying? So they say, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I get it.
But but Mahershala ain't nothing has happened to Mahershala, nothing happens to him, God willing. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So, I get the I get the female oriented leads and all that, but everybody's saying that phase 4 was the MCU. You know what I'm saying? So that caters to that story. You know what I'm saying? Like, like a female, female versions of all the characters. Like, and that goes back to the conversation that we had the last time, right? You can make bomb ass female characters without taking away from the dope male characters.
My issue is not that is what it's going to be if that's what they're doing. My issue is that based on what we've been seeing, they're going to make it corny because it's going to be so like, they're just pandering to like, they're going to focus on that rather than making it actual dope material that just happens to feature all dope women superheroes.
Yeah. It's like, here's the new version of your character. They're smarter, stronger, and a better version of this character because they're a lady. And you're like, yeah, that's not necessarily true. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, if female Iron Man and regular Iron Man start boxing and all their stats are the same, male Iron Man is probably going to win because he's going to hit a little harder. Right? You know what I'm saying?
And then we got to get into the semantics of all that.
You know what I'm saying?
And then it takes away from the overall thing.
Right? I'm trying to keep it more grounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to go all the way up here into, wokeness, right? I ain't trying to do all that. I'm just trying to say, like, you got a character like Storm, who's an Omega level mutant that's been clanging and banging folks for a long time. That sounds crazy if I put it that way. She's just been whooping. She's just been whooping on
clanging and banging.
Boy, she been whooping on folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's
like
other people
Phoenix,
that
like Jean Grey, man.
Yeah, man. Or Rogue. Rogue is a beast. Always has been.
Yeah, that's why y'all.
And that's why niggas
man,
ready
I'm so
for
excited
X-Men.
for X-Men. I'm so excited. I want it to be tomorrow, man. I love X-Men.
That shit ain't happening for another 2
tomorrow in 3 years, baby. Tomorrow in 2006.
I know, man. I'm keeping it alive, man. Hope alive, yo.
I mean, if
I want to see a real optic blast too. I want to see it 3D.
Gee, they're gonna introduce your favorite character, Mr. Fantastic.
Baby.
Mr. Fantastic.
No.
They about to get ready. Fantastic.
G loves
they about to show this at Comic-Con this
G
summer.
loves stretchy characters.
I know. G love Elastic Man, all them boys.
Imagine, dog. Imagine, dog. Imagine. Like, y'all remember Robot Chicken, right? I remember, I hate that they did it to Falcon, but
I remember Robot Chicken.
Falcon, Falcon was like, man, my costume whack. And they ain't got no powers. Boy, I was crying, dog. I was like, man. Classic, man. But come on, X-Men. It just makes the characters so interesting to me, man. I think that's so cool. Like, yeah.
Because they just been teasing that shit for a minute. And it's like, all right, bro, come on, man. Damn. Because that's why nobody don't even care. Bro. Well, that's true. They've been had them now, though, don't they? They've been had them.
Yeah, but bro, like, think about this, right? There was no guarantee that they were going to get the rights in the Fox acquisition.
Man, if they had enough coin, they would have got it.
Nah, but bro,
they
come
did.
On, it takes 7 years on average to do a movie from start to finish, dog.
That's true.
You know
what
I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, they ain't nobody gonna be back there in the lab writing a film for the MCU and where they're at and trying to incorporate the X-Men in there if they can't guarantee that they gonna have the X-Men. That's a substantial waste of bread, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we over here be like, we like, fuck it, not do it. But also, as folks that are in the industry and understand it, there's no way people are gonna waste those kind of resources on something like that. Because even with what was it, Civil War, right? they had a plan if they were able to acquire Spider-Man, and then they had a plan if they weren't able to acquire Spider-Man,
I
right?
wonder what that would look
And
like.
they were able to acquire him, and now look at the direction that it's taking. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the other side? And then someone's over there like, "Well, I wrote this excellent screenplay for Spider-Man to come in, and now we can't shoot it, and then that's it."
I
We
mean,
got
that's
a
the
lot more
business,
Black
though.
Panther.
You know?
Yeah.
We would have actually. We would have got more Black Panther.
We would have got more Black Panther. Yeah.
And then what I'm saying, like, it's tough. And then we wouldn't have got that Spider-Man movie, right?
No.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a
Which was
byproduct of the success of introducing
of all
Spider-Man.
the other ones. Yep.
Right. You see what I'm
That
saying?
was
So like,
genius, bruh.
there ain't no telling, dog. Ain't no telling, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for Wesley Snipes' Blade to come in there though, because Spider-Man and Blade, they got some collab, and Daredevil, they all got collab every now and then.
Yeah, man.
No shade on
I'm excited. I'm excited for Daredevil, Deadpool, Blade. Yeah.
Why you laugh?
No, to me, G and I are making the same. G and I are making the same face. I was like, no shade on Wesley. I'm like,
he ain't got it no more, dog. He too old.
That's what I'm like. Will they bring him in Secret Wars? Because
that's what exactly. That's what I'm about to say. They could get away with that.
Like I feel like
bring Blade in or Wesley.
Both.
Oh,
okay.
So
like
bring,
I feel like
bring Wesley's Blade in as a little battle warrior the S.
Yeah.
Little like
for a cameo. Like he gonna come in, he gonna get murked in like 20 seconds, but he don't know who he is.
But look, right? Okay, look, right? We're gonna go super comic book real quick, right? Right when Dr. Doom came in and they had the Civil War. I don't know if it was the first one or the second one. I can't remember, right? But what happened is all the universes merged together, and Dr. Doom put little places together, and different universes had their own little continent, their little section, right? So there were different, like there was like a old Wolverine and young Wolverine, you know what I'm saying? And then there was like, there was like the bad guy version of this character, and that was called Battle World, right? So everybody was all around on the same world because all the multiverses got smashed in one planet, right? So you never know, you could get like something like that with Wesley Snipes' Blade. He old now, so whatever he looks like as he's been hunting vampires for 60 years, you know what I'm saying? Like him and Whistler's grandchildren, you know what I'm saying? Like they doing
great grandchildren, boy.
They bringing back Ryan Reynolds too. They bringing back Ryan Reynolds and Jessica Biel.
Yo, I remember I told B Hunter, I was like,
that'd be
come
crazy
on,
because
give us Kate Beckinsale in one of them, dog.
Ryan Reynolds then.
Go home, G. She's not Marvel, dog. Underworld is not Marvel. Go ahead, go home, bro.
I need that.
You want her for the wrong reasons.
Well, then put Trinity in there too. Then, if that's what we gonna do, put Trinity.
She wasn't a vampire.
That's what we talking about.
She wasn't a vampire.
Dog. If that's what we talking about, dog, but she was all leather. I mean, if that's what we talking about, because there's no connective tissue. Yeah, like what you talking about,
bro? I feel like we've already gotten that. Have we already gotten like a cameo from somebody that was just like a dude, and we was like, they did that Marvel thing where they made a joke about him being another dude. I feel like Deadpool does it all the time.
Bring
right?
Lucy in. Bring Lucy in as Ironheart's AI.
Hell no.
For her, what you call it?
That movie sucked. That movie sucked.
I just want him to have like some elders.
Computer.
Lucy sucked.
Lucy
turned into a computer.
Yeah, Lucy. Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, with
Black Widow.
I saw that on a date. I was mad as hell. She was like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "That shit sucked, man. I'm gonna tell you exactly why it sucked." And I broke it down for like a good 10 minutes. She was like,
"She gonna turn into Chat GPT 5, bro." And then she gonna be in what's her face helmet, dog? Yo, come on, dog. Like, what's the problem?
They about to start using AI to make all this shit anyway.
I need that.
And the funny thing is, like you saying that, like that's what the whole joke was at the end of spoiler alert. She-Hulk, the last episode, turned out Kevin Feige was a fucking robot, and
that shit was stupid, dog. They didn't go home with that shit. I'm so mad.
Like you talking about AI creating everything. I'm like, shit, they telling you right now,
That
like
end
that's where we're
credit
going.
scene breaks the Marvel universe, dog. Because now we're like, well, why are we gonna watch it if they could just rewrite anything at all times whenever they want to for any problem that they have, dog? There's no investment in that. There's no investment in that. Even let's go full circle, right? Kane, right? Jonathan Majors. So hopefully it doesn't go this way, right? But he gets into all that trouble and they like, you did it, and he like, fuck y'all, or whatever happens, right? Then they just gonna be like, bloop, 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 bloop. Hey, look, it's a brand new person now because we can do that, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like, dog,
I mean,
they did it with Terrence Howard.
Are they wrong though? It ain't they fault these niggas keep getting in trouble.
Like
I think he gets set up, man.
like what
That's
Anton
true,
Carter
too.
said,
Hey,
white girl.
Hey, I believe that too a little bit. But the thing is, we can't prove it.
We can't prove nothing.
Man.
We gotta wait till a court date, dog. We gotta wait till the court date. They said she was in the club dancing and busting it open, doing her thing the night of. So like, I mean, bro, this world is unforgiving, man. You can't like
it is, dog.
Come on, man. This dude had banger after banger. Devotion was fire. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Good ass movie.
Devotion was fire.
B song.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Devotion was fire, and he had Creed, and he was doing some other movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he was on that last episode of Loki. He's supposed to be in some more episodes of something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get no breaks out here, man. You just can't go in the streets. I can't even say that because he was at his house. I don't know where you go, man. You just ain't.
You got to stay focused, bro.
Yo,
you can't even let nobody try to get you to that.
Stay away from.
And like I said, we don't know what happened, but
damn. We don't know. I'm just saying, if I invite somebody into my crib, I can't even invite nobody into my crib. How am I supposed to get ahead, dog?
You gotta make them sign an NDA, like allegedly.
Derek
Jeter used to do. Like, hey, put your phone over there in this basket. You can get it back at the end. Sign everything right here. Whatever happens stays in here.
Now I see why, dog.
They doing it. Everybody doing it. B, that was the first. Bro. I don't know if you can clip this or make a mark right now, but that was the whole first
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, I don't know if anybody really care, but y'all seen some of these TV shows getting ready? Well, these movies that were books that turned into movies are getting turned into TV shows, talking about, just profit being overturned. We got Harry Potter coming out as a TV show, supposedly in the future. Twilight. I'm trying to think of what else. They might even read.
I'm trying to see some more glowy vampires, bro. Why not?
Twilight was fire.
I sense sarcasm in his tone.
100%, dog. But you know what though? Hey, they can make a Marvel collab like G1s, and then they can bring Kate Beckinsale Underworld in there.
They vampires.
They all vampires, right?
And they go
good, dog. Then they can have Wesley Snipes Blade. He come in there stabbing up the werewolves. Him and Kate Beckinsale, they come together. They have
the originals.
A baby.
They're gonna bring the originals in there too.
They bring the originals in there.
Fuck it, just throw Jared Leto in there. Wasn't he a vampire?
Right.
Michelle
He was a vampire, right?
Morbius. Just throw him
in there.
Throw Underworld in there.
James Gunn at DC now. They supposed to do that DC versus Marvel. It might be a possibility now. Fuck it. They just do whatever they want, dog.
Just do whatever the fuck they want,
right? That's a good pivot.
Do whatever. Fuck it.
Bring back Angel from Bones.
Throw the niggas from the new House Party remake in there too.
Facts. Why not, dog? Why not, dog? And now you got LeBron James as MCU, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That was at his house. They were at his house.
You got LeBron James MCU.
Shoot the whole movie in his crib. Vampires.
Free Space Jam 2 in there.
Everything.
Bugs Bunny versus Iron Man, bro. Bugs Bunny versus Iron Man.
The crossover the world really needs, bro.
That's up,
the crossover we need.
What's up,
really
bro? Come on,
that sounds like a DJ Khaled special. It's me brought to you by DJ Khaled, and we the best. Man, collabs on collabs. My goodness.
I don't know, man. It sounds like these niggas have ran out of ideas, and they just grasping at straws. That's what it seemed like to me. But obviously, if they do it good, if they do it great, then great. But that's the thing, if they got to do it. I mean, right now HBO they pretty up on the scoreboard right now. Like them niggas ain't missed yet. So anything they
Who's
putting
streaming
out,
these? Who's streaming the
Well,
Twilight
Harry
and
Potter's gonna be on
Harry
HBO.
Potter on HBO.
Yeah, it's on HBO. Twilight, I don't know, maybe Paramount.
I could see that being on HBO too.
That too, or either one. It might be on HBO too. I don't know.
Paramount has that Twisted Metal joint. I ain't seen it. I just saw Anthony.
Oh no, that's
rocking
Peacock.
out in the car. Peacock, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I saw Anthony.
I'm curious.
I don't know, bro. Like everybody in Twisted Metal dies horrible deaths, bro. I don't know what that looks like on TV, dog. Your car exploded because you got hit by a missile, dog. Like that's it. It's game over.
I want to see the ice cream, man. I want to see the
Unless
ice
these
cream,
niggas got
man.
Dragon Balls and they wishing each other back, bro. Like what are we talking about?
They definitely need to make
Truck.
another game, but I'm interested to see how this gonna look.
It's gonna be cool.
Especially it being
I'm
a
curious.
show too.
I'm curious,
So
bro.
I think
like,
we're
yeah.
excited for it. In other words,
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
I'm
G
excited.
trying to keep us on track. G trying
No,
to
I'm
reel
like,
us
I'm
in.
like,
All
yeah,
right, where
like,
we
good.
going?
crying, dog. It's a struggle, bro.
G been trying to reel us in for like 10 minutes, dog. We just keep going to space, dog. Yeah, speaking of space, dog, bring that nigga Lincoln Lawyer in space into the Marvel universe, nigga. He can sit with Nick Fury in the space station. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
He's an idiot.
Yo, well, speaking of projects getting ready to come out, they just dropped Dune 2. And shit, while we're in the middle of it, might as well watch the trailer for it. Just do it on the fly. Check this shit out. And let's react to it, and then we can talk about it a little bit.
G, it just say UN, bro, on the screen. The D and the E going.
See if I can share my screen.
Oh.
Hold up.
Can we just watch it if you share your screen, or is this for the people that?
Yeah, I'm see if I can. I know I can share my screen. It's been a minute. Let's see what we got.
My eyes itching, boy. I want to take it.
I'm still down with Lincoln Lawyer in space and Nick Fury collaborating on something, dog. I'm just saying, bro. I'm still with it. I support that message.
All right.
You saw Keanu got picked up for Constantine too.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fire. Keanu on the roll, bro. That nigga got the fires with that filmography, I think, or at least top 3 filmography.
He don't miss, bro. He don't miss.
Like
bro.
he keep finding a way to come back. Like Keanu will, like his legacy will be that John Wick somehow is better than The Matrix, which is crazy because everybody thought The Matrix was.
It's only because The Matrix 4 came out and just shat on everything that came before.
That shit, boy. I don't know why they did that, dog.
It wasn't that bad.
That shit hurt. It
wasn't
wasn't
terrible.
terrible.
Gonna do it anyway. Nah, I can't fuck with that, dog.
Nah, John Wick 1 is Matrix 4.
That shit was nothing like the first one, G.
Dog, John Wick 1 is the Matrix 4. And then Matrix 5 was John Wick 2, and then Matrix 6. Like that's we need to just be real, dog. Morpheus in there. It's the same. It's the same thing.
You know those memes that say, those memes that say, I'm gonna tell my kid.
You know it.
What's that Take it easy, bro.
I see that actor's access up there, though.
Yeah, I might need y'all for a reader later on. Somebody for a reader. I got to do an audition.
Yeah, that's not a bad problem to have, dog.
Not at all.
Right.
Especially during a writing strike.
Let's get ready to check this out. This is the official trailer for Dune Part 2 coming out. When is it, November? I guess I think it's November. Yeah, it's like the.
Hey, I'm ready to see
November
this water
3rd.
in the sand, bro.
Right here.
November 3rd. Yeah, there we go. November 3rd. All right. If y'all liking what y'all watching, please hit that like, share, subscribe, and let's check this bad boy out. Make sure can y'all hear the sound?
It's breathtaking.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is this closed caption on? No, I'll take that off. All right, try this again. All right. In 3, 2, 1.
It's breathtaking. When you see sand here, Imagine water. If you dive in, you can't reach the bottom.
You dive in.
Yes, it's called swimming.
I don't believe you.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets. But the darkest of them all may remain. The end of House Atreides.
Your father didn't believe in revenge.
Shout out to Rebecca.
What if Paul Atreides were still alive?
That's Elvis.
Have you ever had a dream about your first ride?
Girl?
Can't impress anyone. You're brave, we all know that. Be simple. Be direct. Nothing fancy.
That's fire.
Nothing fancy.
You will
That's
never lose
fire.
me, Paul Atreides.
We gave them something to hope for.
That's not hope! May thy knife chip and shatter.
Look at that lineup.
Right? God.
That shit look top
$1 million.
notch.
That's $1 million a line right there.
Yeah, and then some.
Then
That movie
some.
gonna be
Nah,
fire.
nah. Visually, that shit look crazy. Like Dennis, he be on one with the visuals, bro.
Yeah,
No,
like
That's gonna be crazy, bro. Was that
I
Elvis
wanna
or was I
know-
bugging?
yeah, no, that was him. That's Austin Butler.
Oh,
Damn
true.
right.
I
I
ain't
want to know
even
what's
catch
going
it.
on with them Ashy dudes in the night planet, whatever they got going
I
on.
like that.
I
On the
need to
planet
know
from
their
Thor.
story,
You talking
dog.
about on the Thor planet
Right? Yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
with Gore the God Butcher. The same
That's
joint.
them, dog.
Ah,
That's
Yeah,
his
now
Maybe
I
people,
God
gotta-
dog.
Butcher they sibling or something. Ancestor.
I gotta
or
watch
something.
Dune 1 again. Gotta watch
Yeah,
Dune 1
yeah, yeah.
again.
same. Like I thought it was smart that we know he's getting ready to hop on the worm, but they don't show it. So that's a good ass trailer right there. I'm
See, yeah, I ain't even know that from
yeah,
looking
like,
at the trailer.
yeah, that's like so I believe in the
Just desert
first
power.
one that they made that he rides on the worm at some point. So I know he's supposed to be getting ready to do it because he's the
Because
one.
they're training them or whatever, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
So the
okay.
person
They're
we saw
training.
riding it was just foreshadow in the first movie.
I
Is
think
that what
so.
you're saying?
Yep. Yeah. So
Oh, okay. No, I dig that.
I know like the trailer looked cold. Like it looked damn
Yeah.
good.
It looked
I
good,
do
man.
want to see it, but like like Juice was saying, like, yo, you gotta see it again. I'm telling you right now, I fell asleep twice watching it. I fell asleep watching it in IMAX. It was loud as shit, but I fell asleep. It's a certain point I fall asleep at, and I fell asleep like 5 minutes. I fell asleep.
Yeah, because they
Because
don't
it
really
is
be
too
having
slow?
lines in that shit, right?
It's just like quiet, great visuals, like good acting, but it's spaced the hell out. I'm talking about it's a slow sci-fi. I don't even call it
Yeah,
the first
like-
one to action. It was like
You go
slow
watch that movie when
sci-fi
you
movie.
take some mushrooms or something.
It's like Blade Runner
Yo, pop a perk
2049 or whatever that
Yeah.
shit.
Yep. Yeah, I'm like, it looked
Nah, dog.
the action was good, but I fell asleep at my crib rewatching it. Me and Jasmine and I were watching it, and I fell asleep again. I woke up, I was like, oh yeah, that same spot. Damn, like I don't know if I don't think the movie was bad. It's just I'm like,
It's just real slow and the tone of it is real.
yeah. So I'm
It's like a slow
hoping
burner.
this is ramped up a little bit more of the action. Not saying I'm not the type that needs a bunch of action movies anyway. It was just like it was just slow.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
so I was
Yeah.
watching, I was like, all right, yeah, cool. Like, and it was slow, and I don't want to say it was weird, but it was like stuff was happening. And I'm like, am I missing shit? Am I dumb? Like, what the hell is happening? I'm like, what's going on?
Nah,
Like,
I would say the movie is like if you walk into just a field and it's just vast, like that's how I would explain Dune.
okay,
Yeah.
That feeling. Like you walk in and you just
like,
look at the wind blowing the grass over like the hills and the horizon. That's how I would explain Dune.
I
Like,
like that. I like that.
you know what I'm saying? So you're just like,
They
dang,
just
this
said
shit
some
is
real shit.
It's like
Like-
he shoots for you to like pay attention to like details, I think. Like even just the reveal of certain details.
What you got, G? What you got?
I got a bit of a controversial take.
Yo.
Here we go. We can call this Close Up on G. This segment is called Close Up. Everybody.
I can hear Drake now. G, yo, you thinking too much, G. I can hear Drake now. Be like, you thinking too much, dog. I think that Dune, like you introduced earlier, kind of try to bring it full circle from like outside looking in, right? I feel like you three like to focus on being that, like seeing that character happen, you know? And Dune don't have a lot of that. There's not a lot of lines, like you guys said. There's not a lot of character acting, I guess, in it. It's real, just like visual. Like he said, like it's funny. He
like
said,
watching
like,
a painting in motion.
Exactly.
That's really what it is.
I like it. Yeah.
So as a director, that's why I watch it. But like in terms of a movie, it's like, yeah, you're gonna fall asleep on that shit. It is what it is.
I'm not saying y'all are against it, but I can see how, like, you know, those moments, you know, especially with you guys' craft and your profession, they tend to kind of draw you in. And then the ice on the cake is also what's happening as well, and how it complements. And like you guys have like a whole different lens that y'all see it through. You know what I'm saying? Like that y'all see. Meanwhile, I'm just in there like, wow, this is crazy. You know, like this is whoa. You know,
I'm with it though. I like the video. I like it. Like that in the first one when they introduced the water planet for the first time, they're just standing there by the ledge, and you just see the water just going for miles and miles and miles. So I was like, "That's fire!" And then the boat come up or whatever it do. I'm all about that, dog.
Right.
I'm all about visuals, dog. I'm
man,
that, bro.
Yo, shout out to old girl from 007. I don't know if y'all peeped her in there, looking like she was with the Bene Gesserit. That's who she is.
I saw her name. You are right. That was. I'm like,
that's her.
Wow. Yes, that's her. Leah Sadu.
That's her
name is. Wow. Hell yeah. Yeah.
That's her.
I mean, they got a lot of names in there. Like,
Skyfall?
Was it Skyfall?
What's Skyfall?
The last one?
No, I thought
she was a therapist. She was a therapist, and then
no, she was in the last one. Skyfall. Yeah, she was in Skyfall and the last one. Yeah, because she
and No Time to Die.
Spoiler alert: the baby mama.
Closing my ears.
Yeah. Don't.
But
calm down.
See, so to touch on the same shit, those James Bond movies are like these movies. Them just be boring, but in scope they're big, and the action is big.
Don't tell that to G. G gonna punch you through the.
Nah, dog. The characters in that for me are amazing.
No, I didn't know the characters are good. I just think that it has moments. I feel like
big
they're designed for older men. Yeah. For like they're like older men action movies rather than like a younger crowd.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
I can see that.
I can see that. Like, well, Skyfall is the best one if we're talking about the old ones. Well, before I
I love Skyfall.
Yeah,
Skyfall.
This is the end.
Y'all like the trailer reaction? Comments down below. Love you guys' thoughts about Dune Part 2. Post comments down below. And like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, back into it. So Skyfall was freaking super dope to me. But I can see where you're saying, or at least just all the new James Bond movies where it's a lot of stretch out, like big action. But Dune didn't have that much action. It had stuff going on. It wasn't like action. Like I feel like it was getting ready to fight at the end. He was like, he getting ready to throw some hands. And then it was like movie's over, and I was like, that's the end of the movie, nigga. I was like, that was a weird ending to me. I'm sorry. It was like.
But it's not a real ending though. It's not a real
because Are these two supposed to be one long movie put together?
I think that's what I
Yeah,
feel like.
it's a
Yeah,
trilogy,
Okay.
right? It's supposed to be a trilogy, right?
I think so.
I
If
don't
part
know.
two
I
does
don't know
well enough,
nothing
maybe.
about them.
I know there's multiple books, but I feel like I remember reading when it came out that it's trilogy. I think there's
Yeah,
three
they wanted to
parts.
be a
There's
trilogy.
one,
So
two,
if
and
if
three.
part two does really well, which at least from the visually how it
It's
looks,
100% gonna do well. I'm gonna say that right now. Everybody gonna go watch it, and if they
I'm
don't,
gonna
shut
watch
up.
that shit.
Make
y'all gonna
part
see it in
three.
IMAX
Gonna
though. Y'all
watch
gonna
it.
see it in IMAX.
I'm gonna see it in IMAX.
I mean, I'm gonna
3D.
see it wherever I can watch it. I'm gonna see it.
I'm gonna make an
IMAX,
attempt.
IMAX 3D.
See,
3D.
now watching movies is now a job now. So now I gotta actually go and watch this shit so I can come back and contribute a
I'm about to be a
portion
tax
to
write-off,
this.
yo.
Yeah.
Amen.
Facts.
All right. Well, we just
Oh.
saw that trailer. They had a bunch of other trailers. We had CinemaCon that came out that happened last week in Vegas, where they showed some of these trailers and what's to come in the next upcoming year. And there's a couple trailers come out before that. What trailers have y'all seen, and what trailers did like really pop for you, really work for you? I mean, I'll start it off. I saw Blue Beetle, fire.
That shit was fire, dog.
Blue Beetle was
He
fire.
brought the sword around and flipped it around and kicked
Oh
it.
yeah.
Like, yo, I said, yo. Died we want
It
that
was
shit
fire.
3 times, dog.
That's still the
Yeah.
deal. I was like, nigga, I'm
Fire.
in.
Yo.
I was like, I
Blue
was
Beetle
skeptical. I'm in.
seems like a fun time. Like it's like
Yeah.
that's something I would want to watch, and I feel like there ain't
That
gonna be no
movie's
dull
gonna be
moment.
dope, dog. That movie's
Yeah.
gonna be
It's
dope,
gonna be
dog.
so
Like
dope.
I was all about it. I was like, okay, this looks cool. This looks cool. All right, cool. Then the
In the
nigga did
beginning,
the sword flippy thinging around like wow, and then nigga, I was like, bruh.
I was like, here's my
yeah,
money. I'm there.
That's
August.
one of the 5 things I've seen
Yeah.
of this year, bro. Like,
And
I
if
said,
he's gonna
Yeah.
be canon, to the new DCU, then I'm for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see what
his
they
suit
do
looks
with
dope
that.
too, man. He
Yeah,
looks
the
dope.
suit is
Yeah.
fire. Yeah.
It's good,
The
man.
CGI
Suit
look dope.
Jaime
It
Jaime
did.
Reyes, baby.
They
Yeah,
made it in
man.
IMAX. They filmed it in IMAX, or at least some portions in IMAX. So
Oh,
Who would
okay.
y'all compare him to?
that mean they put money behind it.
Who
Probably
would you compare him to in Marvel?
He's a
like
Spider-Man.
Iron Man,
I guess,
Spider-Man.
like, yeah,
It's
Spider-Man, Iron Man collaboration, I guess. Like,
yeah, like combined. Yeah.
yeah.
I would. Oh no, my man saying this. I'm about to mix Marvel and DC. Nope, I gotta take a step back. Yeah, I gotta.
I would say Spider-Man because he's young and trying to figure it out, and yeah, like I'll make figures out. Spoiler alert, she figures out at the end of Homecoming, but yeah, like
True.
Spider-Man, he got some tech, and it's like a long lineage. You see in the trailer that there was other Blue Beetles before him, so
Tim Ford and
yeah, little
another
combo. What other trailers have y'all seen that hit for y'all?
dude. Let me look at the list.
Trying to think.
Trying
I
to
know I
think off the top of
seen
the
the
head.
Flash.
Transformers.
Yep, I seen that.
Fire. Yep. Transformers look fire.
Transformers
Equalizer 3 for me, dog.
Yes.
Say again, bro.
Equalizer 3.
Oh
Equalizer.
yeah,
I
Equalizer.
said
It looks
Equalizer
like a
Yeah,
3
man.
for me, dog.
It looks like
I
a
want to
dope
see
climax.
John Wick versus the Equalizer, bro. I'm trying to see,
That
dog.
Oh my
would be
God,
lit.
it's Jason Bourne.
Ooh.
And put Jason Bourne in there.
Dog.
That'd
Bunch
be
of
Y'all
assassins
probably
going
seen
for
that
it.
meme.
Yo.
It was like put them all in a room or whatever. It was like John Wick, Jason Bourne. It was like who getting out or whatever. Nah, man.
Dog. But I
My
think
money
John
on
Wick
John.
will probably be sorry, Denzel. He gonna take the L to Keanu.
Sorry,
dog.
Denzel, dog. You gotta go, dog.
Oh no, bro. That nigga Denzel be owning in the movies, bro. That nigga don't
Yeah,
get
but
hurt at all.
he be slowing down the time though. He
Don't
gonna be
get hurt.
like,
You're right.
he gonna be like, listen,
That
John,
nigga be
Right.
timing that shit to the millisecond.
yeah.
He
Because
don't get hit at all.
what's his character's name? Y'all remember Denzel's character's name?
Hell
In
no.
Equalizer.
I
Dang,
call
dog.
him
We just gonna go with
Equalizer.
Denzel, dog.
Shit.
We just gonna go with
I call
Denzel.
him
You know,
right.
I call him E.
Denzel gonna
Yo,
be in
what's
the
up, E?
corner,
What's
dog.
up, player?
Dog, Denzel gonna be in the corner. He gonna be like reading the newspaper with his glasses on, right? He gonna be like, ha! He gonna be like that, and he gonna be doing it, right? And then he gonna see John walk in, and then John gonna look at him. He gonna be like, John. John's gonna be like, he's gonna be like, you
Get
here
the
for
fuck out of
business?
here.
And then John's gonna be like, yeah, sad to say, I'm here for business. and he's gonna be like, he's gonna fold the newspaper nice and quietly, you know. He's gonna he's gonna be like, "Is it business
Take a
with me?"
sip of water or some
Right?
shit.
Yeah.
Right. He's gonna take a sip of water. Right. He's gonna say, "Is it business with me?" And then John's gonna be like, "Sad to say." He's gonna be like, "Well,
Love that scene.
we got 9 seconds." And then
Love
it's gonna
that
look
scene.
into us for 9 seconds, and it's a rat dog. Some crazy shit gonna happen. I don't know what. Don
Yeah,
Cheadle's
I
Y'all
gonna
don't
need
be
to
know who
watch
making
both
out
of
of
them
that.
movies.
But I don't know, dog. I don't know,
That'd be a
dog.
good
It's gonna
matchup,
be crazy.
though.
His
You know what I'm
name is
saying?
Robert McCall. His character's name is
Robert
Robert
McCall.
McCall.
I did not
He's
even.
gonna
I
be
couldn't
like,
even
he's
guess
gonna be
that.
like, Robert, John. Like that's how it's gonna be, dog. That's how
Yep.
it's gonna be, dog.
Yep. Yeah.
Yo.
That's only two that I've seen that I can, or three. No, sorry, two. Yeah. Only two
I
that
didn't watch the second Flash trailer. Like it popped up one day when I was at work, and I was like, "Nope, trying to show too much. I'm out. Like I'm going to see the movie. I don't need to
It's
see
not that bad. It doesn't
It doesn't
spoil
show
too
that
much
much.
stuff.
Okay,
No.
I might check it.
It's all reused footage almost.
Okay.
Like I'm trying to think if there was a new scene. The only new scene that it is when it's a dope little shot. Well,
Of
it's two really
Batman.
dope shots. Oh yeah,
Batman still the show every time.
They
he
got
do,
to
dog.
because of
Both
Ezra.
trailers.
Yeah, because Ezra Wilder. There's a
That
scene where
part.
they
It was like,
where they
it's the
run
Flash,
into
but
the
it's
camera.
Batman. It's Batman,
Right.
and the Flash.
Right,
Batman.
There's a scene where they run into the camera and Supergirl's in the middle, and then the other Barry is on the right, and then our Barry is on the left, right? I paused it because it's pretty dope because you can see the detail in the reused Batman suit or the other Barry. I thought that was pretty dope. And
they did show all of the classic Batman suits in a shot in the trailer too. That was dope.
Yeah, they did that.
True.
They did that.
Like that blue, like the blue and gray one with the yellow. That shit was in there.
The old
with the different joint. Yeah.
That shit part.
All right. I might go watch it after this. After we get done. See.
You won't lose anything. There's another little scene where I don't know if it was Affleck's Batman or Keaton's Batman, but I noticed it because it's like a weird CGI scene of him like doing some type of flippy thing into the camera. And that brings me concern because some of the CGI is really bendy. You know what I'm saying? It's not crisp like how your body will move crisp. It's real like fluid, you know, and I get what they're doing, but it's weird.
Back to the shit we talked about during the Justice League
yellow,
shit,
bro.
Batman waving his
That nigga Batman said, "Yo, why?"
It's kind of stupid, dog. The run, and I'm like, why is the run like that? I still don't like it.
He did, bro. Bro, he did this stupid little thing. I wasn't even gonna mention it until you mentioned it, dog. He did this stupid little run thing. Like, you know, when you run, you go like this, right? Why this nigga going like this with his arms, bro? Like, where you swimming through the air, bro? It looks like trash, dog. That nigga like
maybe,
and his
like
foot
maybe
like,
we just don't know what it's like.
Kicking out, bro. Like his ankle, like it's not like this your foot.
Like
it should hit
run
ground.
straight,
Like,
nigga.
Bomb. This nigga ankle like this.
Or maybe we just don't know what it's like to run at the speed of light.
Nah, fuck that, dog.
Ezra claimed he did. Claimed he did.
Was that like a creative choice?
They claimed did a choice where did some research about a martial artist and running and then like being like water or something like that. So
all right, dog.
Like,
it's over.
All right, bro. Nobody trying to hear all that shit, dog.
Vince, man, why you made me think
like you got one job, dog, to just run.
There's another scene. Regular. Did you see the scene, Vince? Did you see how he gets on one foot and he brings the back leg forward and like leans forward? Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't understand why he running like that.
Like a goddamn swan, dog. Some bullshit, bro.
We have to do a whole separate video just breaking down his run technique.
I forgot all about that, man. Dang, man. Dog, that like you can't start running from one foot. And this isn't Dre, the track coach, talking right now, dog. Like you can't start running from one foot with your other foot back doing touching the back of your head, dog. It doesn't work.
And Grant ran better.
Because
Like, hold on, let me get this shoe.
Like, is he
bruh.
is he learning how to run in the Speed
Is
Force?
that what
Right,
it
this
is?
nigga on one foot. This nigga on one foot, and his shoe come up like this, nigga, and it's like
I
touching him
mean,
in the back of the head, dog. And then he take off, dog. Like, yo,
how the fuck does that even happen, bro?
Dog. This shit looks stupid, man. It's like this,
You gonna have to
dog.
pull, you might have to pull the trailer up,
Shit
dog,
like
just
that,
so we
dog.
can roast
Nah, I'm about to
this shit.
I'm about to screenshot it, put it in the camera right now, bro.
I mean,
Dog, it was
overall,
quick.
the movie looks dope. Like, I'm rooting for it. I really just wish I hope they recast it, bro.
Bro,
What's the
gonna find it
runtime?
right
What's the
now, bro.
runtime?
Probably like two something.
Is that a play on words, G?
Oh, no pun intended. No pun intended. Yeah.
I'm gonna guess 2:30. I don't know if they even released the runtime just yet, but like I stated before, CinemaCon happened and people have already seen the movie and everybody's like, this shit is top tier. Like they did the damn thing. So whatever.
Well, it has to be to keep let us.
Nah, they gonna recast him, dog.
Groomer keep his job in Hollywood, and a person who's wanted as a fugitive. I mean, the movie got to be good if they keeping him
dog,
in the role.
He running, dog. He running for his life, dog. He running.
Literally.
Man,
I'm gonna find it, dog. Hold on.
Yeah,
I got a trailer playing right now.
I still don't think there's a runtime for it just yet. We'll probably find out in the next couple of weeks because it comes out June 23rd.
Too.
So I mean, the movie is as good, and they've been as good as they've been promoting it. Like Ezra might stay on.
Nah, they're gonna replace him for Grant Gustin, dog. Stop playing, bro.
If they smart.
I think Grant is tired. I don't see it happening. I'm like, let's all be real. We have not watched.
He been playing it for a decade, dog.
Yeah, we ain't watched the Flash, and I ain't watched the Flash in like 2 years. Like I pieced out once they did some Power Rangers type stuff. I was like,
when that shit had like the strength force and that CGI was just trash can, bro.
Yeah, I was like, no, I can't do this. The whole mirror stuff, I was like, this ain't it. I don't know what y'all doing.
Because I mean, my
the mirror
thing
stuff
is
wasn't that bad, though.
How far does it go?
Bro.
That's the thing. I feel like niggas get to a plateau and then they just start doing shit. So it's like, how far does the Flash story go?
Exactly. I would never want to live in Central City, bro. Every week there's a brand new bad guy that just came out the wazoo fucking shit up. That shit's worse than Gotham, bro.
It's worse than Gotham, dog.
At least Gotham, they just got guns and knives, dog. These dudes is controlling the power grid and the weather and time. Like, bro, this is like
reflections and shadows.
Yo, that nigga Batman be like, hey, he be like, don't hit me up, niggas. Shit.
Even brush my teeth in the morning without getting abducted by my mirror self, bro.
I mean, it's
like there's no hope in Central City, dog. There's no hope, bro. There's no hope, dog.
It's metahumans in Gotham, though, ain't it?
Yeah,
but not like that, dog. Okay, you got a zombie dude. You got a fine ass chick that poison you and she kiss you, so everybody trying to get them lips. You know what I'm saying? And you got who else?
True.
No, the shark niggas with Central City. Dog, they got a shark that can walk on land and a giant gorilla.
That's wild.
Cars they got some with your mind, bro.
They got some wild characters, bro.
Central City lit.
So Suicide Squad, they all metahumans.
They all metahumans, but they're locked up though, bro. They're locked up. Unless Amanda Waller lets them out. They not just running around all willy nilly. These niggas in Central City are running around.
It's lit.
Chilling at the damn at Jitters, bro. They had Jitters trying to get them a flash latte, dog. Like, come on, dog.
Jitters. No, he called it the coffee shop.
Man. Can I get a hot chocolate and a chai latte? And then a nigga that floats a damn car at the damn barista.
Your car.
You know
your car.
Hey, yo, shit what you just got. Nigga, from your promotion you just got.
Allstate don't cover that. Allstate don't
Insurance
cover that,
ain't even
dog.
on it yet. You ain't even get insurance yet, nigga.
Dog,
You threw your car
Allstate
at
don't
Grog.
cover that, bro. The car at Grog. Yo, could you imagine, bro? I
Why
said,
use my
yo, dog, like of all
shit?
these cars out here, dog,
Why you
and it
use
wasn't
my
even
shit, man?
super fast, bro. Nah, dog, I'm not, dog.
Now
I'm
you
not,
need
bro.
gap insurance.
Yo, dog, yo,
Yeah.
We're talking about the
What's
Flash.
up?
I mentioned the Power Rangers. Guess what I watched on Netflix?
was it good?
No, you didn't.
I did. I
They
did.
said that nigga Zach was still
It
trying
was
to break
on
dance,
there?
dog. Is it
Yeah.
true? It's on
Yes.
there. It's on there.
It's on there.
It's on there.
Like,
It was an original, a Netflix original. Yeah.
yep.
I ain't
Is
watching
Zach
it
still
yet, though.
trying to break dance? I heard that they got Zach. He still decided they're trying to break dance. bro.
Trying. He did it. He was like,
Oh, he was doing
I'm
it.
gonna show y'all some hip hop keto. That nigga said. And it started like
Oh,
waving around, start punching the
wait a
keys.
second.
He says
He
it.
was like,
Did he hit the
"Yeah."
T-Pain?
He said he was the hip hop. What?
I wish, yeah, I wish he would have said. I wish he was like, like, I wish he added like something new in there. He kind of added something new in there, but like it, I guess it was what I knew it was going to be. Like that makes any sense. Like it was like it was Power Rangers for us, but also trying to like definitely wrap in the younger crowd. So like, if you like this, maybe we'll do this for some other like Power Ranger series. Like we'll do this for the ones that happen like Space or
Don't they got
I don't know
25
the
years
like
of Power Rangers series?
you said what?
There's so many,
Don't
bro.
they got
There's so
25
many.
years of Power Rangers? They got a
Yeah.
whole Power Ranger army,
Like
bro.
it's 30. It's damn near 30 years.
Nah, B
Man.
stopped watching. B stopped watching after which
I
one
pieced
was
stopped
that?
watching
watching too. Shit.
Power Rangers Turbo.
Power Rangers Turbo. When Tommy
Me
said
too.
I'm out, I was like,
When them niggas wasn't ninjas no more. Good on all that space shit.
I'm saying you
dog.
got ninjas, you got space, you got
Thank you,
ninjas in
bro.
space. You know
Tell
what
him,
I'm
bro.
saying, dog?
I'm good on
What
all
they-
Tell
that,
him,
bro.
Hey, are they gonna do Power Rangers in
Hey,
the hood though?
after
yo,
Mr. Ooze,
yo, what up,
I
blood?
was
Hold on,
good.
Like they got
wait.
Jabos
Hold
on,
on, cuz. Like, on the
In
Blu-ray
different colors and
cuz.
shit.
different color Jabot straps. Yeah, they got
that's going straight to
That
BET
shit.
Plus.
Or Tubi, nigga. That shit ain't.
Dog,
That shit
nah,
ain't
you know
gonna
who's
have
gonna, you know
Power,
who's gonna be
Snowfall.
Zordon? You know who's gonna be Zordon? It's gonna be Tyler Perry, dog.
Lord.
It's gonna be-
right. Right.
no.
That's what it's gonna be.
That's
dog.
foul.
Yo,
That's what it's gonna be, dog.
it was all right. Like it.
No shade, hire me. Yo.
Right.
I don't want to show any disrespect, but I can watch it and it's like I can see why we ain't seen so many people on TV shows afterwards. That makes any sense. Like
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
yeah,
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I
bro.
mean, I like the direction they was heading with the other movie they did, bro. Why they just scrap
like,
that shit?
Oh yeah, that was
the
a good
Power Ranger
little movie.
movies?
That was
No,
good.
they were cool.
Yeah,
They was cool.
Yeah,
like,
that shit was fire.
that was
little
the
remake,
right
right?
route.
The
Like they
remake.
should
Yeah,
do.
the remake
were-
joint.
Nah, man. Credit to their suits, man. Their suits was cold.
Them niggas
Yeah,
said,
like,
no, we gonna go back to
Their
the
suits
OG
was
joint
cold, man. Yeah, man.
and make a movie of it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Full
them suits was
HD, baby.
cold.
4K.
and a lot of stuff like I remember pieces of it, watching it. So in my head, I was like, this ain't making any sense. Like so Billy's like pretty much Billy's like Iron Man on the show or in the movie show, wherever it was, like the special.
Wait, which one? Which one?
The Blue
the
Ranger.
special. Okay.
The special, yeah. So he's like Iron Man. So
Right.
they have the command center, but he built the command center underneath like his tech company.
Oh,
but his tech
yes.
company is on the
Oh.
beach. It's on the beach. I'm like, so
That's what the
and-
fuck I'm talking
Remember
about. I'm working for
What
them,
year
dog.
was this?
I'm working for them, dog.
It's current day. It was 2022. Supposed to be set in 2022. So
Sweet.
so it's like and pretty. I'm like, you seen the trailer? I don't know if y'all saw the trailer. Pretty
Well,
much.
I bet you they got matching 401ks and good health insurance, bro. And you probably get a gym membership, dog. I'm working for that nigga, bro. On the beach?
But it's supposed to be I'm like who going to a job on the beach? Like they had like cars parked on. It was like for the CEO in the sand. I was like, that don't make no sense. But all right, I guess y'all. I'm thinking too hard about this Power Rangers. Let me
Yeah,
just
you
let
thinking
it
too
slide.
hard,
But
dog.
a lot of stuff ain't make
Let
no sense.
him live with
It was
his
like how y'all
company,
still Power
dog.
Rangers after 30 plus years, and there's been at least 200 other Power Rangers that
At
popped
least.
in the past.
Yeah, like what was the context to the special? Like, was they introducing some new niggas or?
No, so pretty much it's not a spoiler. Like in the trailer, you can tell like Trini
It's cool. I
dies.
ain't gonna watch it no way.
Like Yellow Ranger dies. Like Rita comes back and she blow her ass away. She blow her ass off the hill.
Like that though.
Rita, the gold collector.
Rita come back, and this time Rita come back. She throwing hands a little bit. She got her wand, and she in the streets. Like, what's up, nigga? Like swinging the wand, like they fighting straight up. Like it come on, like hard as hell. It's all the Power Rangers fighting just all the time.
Are the fight scenes fire, or are they like how they
look better? I'm like the fight scenes have gotten better. Like at least like especially in direction, some of the stuff like
they're not like this.
Some of it is like that a little bit. It's like a nice little mix. It's like we should give me something new, and direction looks a little better, but also it still is a little like okay, what is
slow mo?
Was it? I don't think it was that much slow mo.
Hell no, them niggas probably ain't used a lot of lick of slow motion.
Nah, it was like everything was like super fast.
Them niggas have never used slow motion in nothing. That shit has been real.
Just quick hands.
This is quick hands and fireworks, bro.
Shit like it's
crazy. Yeah.
Actually, no, they used to blow up in slow motion a little bit. It used to be a little choppy.
Yeah. Especially when when Tommy came in that first episode, he came in the Megazord. He threw them niggas out the Megazord. Niggas fell out slow motion. Niggas.
Dog, imagine how you get in there, dog. That nigga just jumped up. He was just like. That little jump he did with his knee up, that nigga was just like, you know what I'm saying? The nigga jumped 80 stories, bro. Went in through the back door.
Had all the ups.
Right.
He came in like y'all knew money.
They used to jump into the machine.
One area and hit 4 people. Remember that? You just swing and then they all would get hit if they was in the vicinity.
They all would do that backflip.
He went up in there. He was like, it hit 4 people. And they all flew out.
Like, and they all went out the same door, bro. Like,
nigga. Them niggas, I'm pretty sure there was no fight choreography with that show. It was like, y'all niggas just go out there and make it happen.
No, but you know what it was though, right? It was a show from Japan, bro, and they did like their own thing. And then when they came here, they just took the fight scene, and then they just did some ADR over the helmets and stuff. It was a whole completely different show that wasn't like as OD as it is. It was a whole thing. It was just reused part.
I think until it got to like the 3rd season where like they had more of them doing like more in the modern day or whatever suits that they had for real. Bro. Yeah. So Trini dies and then they on for revenge, but it don't make no sense because if y'all remember back in the day, like niggas supposed to lost their powers, right? And then that's how they turned into like ninjas, and they turned into the Tiger Zord, and they turned into fucking Zeo afterwards because they lost their powers. But in my head, I'm like, hey, I got your powers back. I'm like, did somebody explain to me? They didn't explain nothing. Everybody came back. So we even had the Green Ranger. We had all classic Rangers all together. Like throwing hands.
Like I said, nigga, Hollywood is grasping at straws, bro.
Yeah, I was like, all right, y'all, I guess. And Trini has a daughter.
Because it costs too much to make movies, bro.
Yeah.
On the A-list side, on the blockbuster side, it costs too much to make movies, though. Like indie stuff is good, but it costs too much, bro.
If y'all want to watch this together, and people who's watching this and listening to this, if y'all want to watch this together. I don't know how we can do this, but possibly we can put this out here and get these jokes off at some point. I would love to see our reaction because I was sitting there watching. I was like, man, what the fuck am I watching? But I was literally watching before I watched the game. I was like, all right, I got 45 minutes to kill. So I watched it before the game came on, and I was like, all right, that was that. And I went to the game. I was like, that was
it's only 45 minutes.
It's like 45, maybe to like 50 minutes. I think it's like 50, maybe 50 minutes. I think it's like 50 minutes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I mean, like the stakes was raised, and they were saying stuff like you finally got to see like the Power Rangers like use like they weapons like stab putties, because back in the day like they would just cut them and they would fall away, but it was like actually like stabbing the bad guys, the putties. They use their weapons a lot more. They said the word kill. I was, oh my god, they killed Trini. Like I was, they never said that before. Rita said that I'm gonna kill all y'all. I was like, damn. So pretty much Rita came back and she came back in a robot form, but she wanted like the powers from the Power Rangers to go back in time to tell her younger self about how to stop the Power Rangers when she comes out in the first episode of the Power Rangers. And so she wanted, like, she needed their source of energy, and she was collecting the Power Rangers and making them into like action figures and like draining their energy as Power Rangers. from like the current Power Rangers all the way up to like I don't know, maybe like mid 2000s. They had like different little action figures, and they was doing that. So it wasn't bad. It was alright. It's something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about that and
Fucking Power Rangers.
yeah. Segue into trailers. All right, getting ready into blockbuster season. We were talking about some of the trailers that's come out. What's the top 3 movies that you guys are looking forward to coming out between May through August? I feel like,
oh damn,
right, one for sure.
Put a window. Do we get Secret Invasions after the Marvels?
I feel like Secret Invasion is gonna be before. I feel like it's gonna be like September or something like that. I can't remember if they said a release date.
Because I'm really looking forward to that.
That's a TV show. TV show. I'm talking about straight up just like movies. Like I would like to say I think we're all on the same page. We were talking about Blue Beetle, but I think Blue Beetle is one for sure.
Blue Beetle's gonna be fire for sure.
Another one for me is Spider-Man, the Across the Spider-Verse.
Same.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
That's gonna be dope.
And Mission Impossible. I
haven't watched the Mission Impossible. Do they have a trailer or anything?
No, they don't. But I know
they just had that little clip of him just jumping off the damn side of the world with his motorcycle.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're saying, is this the one where they go to space or something like that? They were saying that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's this one, right? Yeah. Like the first movie shot in a part of space or something crazy like that.
Maybe.
You know, he tried to do something crazy every movie. So
hell yeah.
But Tom Cruise is immortal, bro. Like we know that, bro.
Yeah, bro. American.
He over there with Ra's al Ghul in the damn what you call it, just taking a bath in that fucking Lazarus pit, right? He over there with that nigga, bro. He just dog. Like,
damn, you took a good list, man. I feel like I'm gonna piggyback off your list. That was a good anticipation.
I would love to see Tom Cruise and James Gunn DCU as Ra's al Ghul. That would blow everybody's mind.
That would be dope.
He was like, I'm not even playing this character. This is me.
This is me in real life.
I think like
the Hunger Games. You ain't talking about the Hunger Games. I think that looks interesting.
That's not summer.
I ain't see
that. That trailer did bring me back into it. Like, do I? Because first I was like, I don't care about this, and I kept watching the trailer, and I was like, damn, I do want to see this again. I want to get back into it.
I like it.
Have Jennifer in it?
No, it's a prequel.
Prequel. Okay.
Yeah, damn man, you can be mad at me, bro. Viola Davis is in there.
Yup.
Oh, she in Hunger Games?
Yup.
Yeah, I was about to say Amanda Waller, bro.
Oh well, shit, I want to see it then.
Yeah, no, check out the trailer. I think you're gonna like it. I saw it and I was
like,
all right, okay.
It looks good. Yeah. And it looks like it's updated to. You remember, like the older Hunger Games? You know, it looked like a little older movie, not like Clint Eastwood, but just the way it was shot. Right, this it's more shot, more clarity, more how today's directors and cinematographers shoot movies. It's hard to explain. I think you have to see it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks good, man. I think it's gonna be dope.
Hell yeah.
Like, anybody's got anything else? Nobody trying to see Barbie?
No,
I'm not.
I heard the most ridiculous Barbie dad joke, but we might have to. I don't know if you have to cut this out, but I'm gonna say it. It said, how come Barbie isn't pregnant? It said because Ken came in the wrong box.
Oh man!
Said, yo,
that's definitely a dad joke.
Please,
what?
I said, yo, dog.
Shout out to the editor, yo.
Dog. Shout out to Hasbro.
Hell no.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of Margot. I'm a fan of Ryan, but that's just not for me.
I'm not going to see that movie, dog.
Yeah, that's not for me,
bro.
It's not for
and
me.
that's okay. It's for a certain, demographic.
Yeah.
Keep it moving.
kids, you know
What
what I'm
about
saying?
Oppenheimer?
Whatever.
Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer.
I am interested in that. I actually forgot about that movie.
Damn, I forgot
I
about
forgot
that.
about that.
Yeah, it comes out.
Yeah.
Anything Christopher Nolan, I'm in.
Yep. Extraction 2, Netflix.
Oh yeah.
I honestly
You ain't seen
want to see
one?
that in the theater.
You didn't see
One
one.
is hard.
I didn't see one.
One is fire, bro.
You
But
didn't see
two
one,
look
bro.
two is
look-
hard.
Yo,
I caught the end
yes.
of it, so I'm not gonna call it like I saw the full thing, but I went over to Cali
But you don't watch movies no more.
and I stayed with a buddy of mine, and he was like, "Yo, man, the door open, just park outside the crib or whatever," and I could hear like the movie because I had the window open. I was like, "Damn, it's lit in there," whatever. So I called, of course, the worst part. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, am I gonna go back and watch this? Like, I was tired because I've been traveling, so like I'm just gonna crash.
Oh, you caught the end when he's like walk like banged
The
up
worst.
and like jumps in the
And
water
they
or something like
talk
that.
about horrible hosts, John, Shannon. If y'all watching this, they was like, "Yo, glad you're here." Dap me up, hug, love, or whatever. Like, we'll finish this movie real quick. How am I gonna just walk in there and be like, I'm like, damn, this look lit. You know what I'm saying? I came in,
bro. The first time I saw The Departed was the scene when what's his face? When Leonardo DiCaprio is holding Matt Damon hostage on the roof. That's when I started the movie. Then they go to the elevator, block out. They go down, block out. They go down, block out. After that,
So
you
you
walk
like
up to the front of the apartment complex. Like he walks to the front of the door, block. I said, "What is this movie?" It says, then the rat goes across the window sill, and I'm like, "What did I just watch?" Like, yo, that's the first time I watched The Departed. That's where I started it, bro.
Damn.
God, dog. I said, "This is crazy." So I feel you, G. I know that life, dog.
No, you definitely got to check that shit out.
Yeah.
Because even the cinematography in that shit was crazy too. Just like how they captured some of the fights and some of those action sequences.
That one take scene through the window of the car. It's not one take, but it is one take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to find a way before the sequel comes out because
that sequel looks fire, man. I actually want to see that in the theater. I would like to see that.
They need to put that in theaters. Yes, hell yeah. I feel like it might have a limited release like in theaters like for like a weekend, I would hope.
How about we just rent a theater out and then hook up like Apple TV up to that bitch? I'm just saying, dog. I mean, they got internet at the movie theater. Like, so what are we talking about?
Rent out an IMAX screen, shit.
You know,
I mean, would y'all rent out a theater to go see the remake of White Man Can't Jump starring Jack Harlow and Cynical Walls?
I wouldn't, but
speaking of, did Air do good?
Box office wise, like not really. I mean, the movie
I do want to see it.
The movie is really good. Like I enjoyed it. Like it's a nice inspirational story. Like it felt like Moneyball, just like it's like Moneyball light. Not saying as a bad thing, but they didn't show Michael Jordan, which I thought was a smart thing because Michael Jordan, like you see Michael Jordan, like even if it's like a character, it's like nigga, I need to see like what's Michael Jordan? What you doing next? Like so you can see behind the scenes of them trying to like get Michael Jordan to come over. Like we know the end result of the story, but just seeing like how it came to be and how much like him and especially his mom was like, this is what it's going to be if we're going to do X, Y, and Z. I just wish like they would show a little bit more about the pursuit of like other athletes in there. They talked about it, but they didn't show Sonny Vaccaro go out and like have these conversations because at the start of the movie, he starts off like trying to get young athletes to wear Nikes because at the time Nike was cheeks. Like only people was wearing Nikes was white people because they were jogging. And because black people don't jog. And Chris Tucker character said that shit in the movie. He was like, black people don't jog? Like, you might want to do that. Like, it was good.
I definitely want to see that shit though.
Like you watch it, I think you'll like it. And to wrap it up, I mean, we ain't talk about it. I mean, I'm assuming everybody's gonna be out on that Family Vibe Fast X in a couple of weeks. Y'all seen it opening weekend, or y'all just like we gonna catch it when we catch it?
I'm gonna catch it when I catch it.
I'm gonna catch it when I catch it too.
These niggas are probably gonna be on Jupiter or some bullshit.
It's gotten to that point now that we all kind of like, dang, like we want to see, but we like, I'm see it on discount Tuesday.
Because it's like, yeah, man. You gotta, because I don't know what they even doing in this shit. Like, because even how they tie in Jason Momoa's character into it, it's like, all right. So this nigga was just there standing behind the vault when they pulled it.
And it was like
this.
Now,
you know what's gonna happen? Dominic Toretto is gonna pull up into this museum, dog. He's gonna get in the car, and the car gonna be an Autobot.
It gotta be.
Gonna happen, dog. The car gonna be an Autobot, dog. And it's gonna be the prequel or the sequel, I guess, to this movie coming out right now. And then they're gonna have to fight Omicron and all that, dog. And then he gonna
it's the only thing that makes sense at this point with these niggas.
For family. He gonna say one of them epic ass speeches that just make you want to change the world, like you watch the Rocky film. And then at the end, he's gonna be like, family. And that nigga Bumblebee's gonna come in on some flipping shit, and then Toretto's gonna hop in there, and they're gonna be out, dog. Like, that's what's gonna happen, bro. That's the only logical way that you go with the Fast and Furious franchise, dog. Where else you gonna go, bro? They already been to space.
Right.
Now you need some aliens.
They're gonna go so fast that they're gonna back in time and they're gonna link up
create a multiverse and shit.
Back to
everybody because everybody want to make a multiverse now, nigga.
They're going back to the future with this shit. Like Fast 11 when they close this out. They're going back to the future. So they got spent all waiting. They're gonna have everybody have their own multiverse. Ludacris
he'll go to the past. He's gonna save his dad. Right now, his dad gonna be a new character, dog. He's gonna be a new character, right? And then him and John Cena, they gonna be tight. You know, ain't gonna be no beef. You know what I'm saying? You know, The Rock ain't gonna come back because they beefing. So they gonna recast The Rock for a multiverse situation, right? You know what I'm saying?
He's just gonna do a Hobbs and Shaw too.
You know? They're gonna cast the dude that The Rock has on his TV show Young Rock and Black Adam. They're gonna cast him as the younger version of Rock.
Facts, yo. Facts,
it's gonna use him as a replacement.
Facts, bro.
It all makes sense.
That's what they gonna do, dog.
Yeah,
everybody's gonna get a spinoff. Ludacris character. He gonna get a young prequel. He gonna get his own TV show prequel. The fine girl that.
Hey, I hope Ludacris gets that because he in Atlanta, dog. You know what I'm saying? What's up, like, what's up, dog? We gonna be in Fast 12 and a half, bro. Fast 12, 18, bro. Like,
yo, like when they close it out in the next movie, they're gonna bring back every. We're gonna bring back Ja Rule character, Michael Eaton's character. Who else can we bring back from the original? It's like we bringing back just random people
the
or people we ain't seen. Prison? Yeah,
yo, they gonna go back in time and get Hasselhoff. They gonna get Kit. You know, he gonna pull up on Night Rider.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yo, Chuck Norris gonna pull up. Dog. Jet Li gonna be in there. What's his face from the one? Dog. All them.
What's them niggas? With Mr. T. 18 gonna be in that shit.
Oh, the 18, they gonna be there for sure. That means Zoe
bring all the
niggas
niggas
back. The Fast and Furious franchise, dog. She gonna be part of that world, dog. Watch out, dog. That's a wrap, dog.
Yeah. We making it up right here on the spot, and this is what y'all can expect.
Holler us, Hollywood. We got you.
Yeah, I'm like, coming up with ideas. We got you. We got y'all. Like, whatever you need, we got it. Man,
Vin Diesel, we got you in the next writers' room. Come holler at us, dog.
Like, this is all jokes. If you do want to cast us in Fast 11, we are all
that shit back.
I'm
all about
it. Hey, not if that script ain't tight. Y'all better goddamn tighten that shit up. Sending some shit over here.
I just need my scene to be tight, so I'll die in like 5 minutes. I'll race a car and ride off to the cliff. I don't give a damn right now.
They gonna have you on there doing some goofy shit with a see-through shirt on, with your nipples out.
Yeah.
By the time
driving a go-kart at Andretti. Yo. Yo.
Hey, as long as it's for family, I'm with it.
Yo, for family.
For family though, right?
Family, solid family. Yo, man, that's
man.
Let's wrap this on up.
I'ma still go see it though.
Yeah, I'm
gonna see it for sure, dog.
Jason Momoa seems like probably like the best bad guy they probably had. So I think he should deliver. Like,
I mean, 10 fucking films later, they better get it right. Shit.
That's very true. I guess at some point, like, they really didn't have any villains until number 5, but he was a bad guy. But
they did. They had the Asian dude in the first one, Johnny Tran, and then they had the dude that they sent to prison in the second one that was banging.
Okay.
Mendez.
You're right. I mean,
and then the third one, I don't remember who the villain was. Braga.
Yeah, like, I guess
he wouldn't remember.
Which one was that? Oh, never mind. My bad. That's a whole different.
Which one?
I didn't look at him.
I'm thinking about the bad guy from Miami Vice, bro.
I didn't look at them as like villains. I guess they were just like they were more antagonists. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like these, like, that's the dude that we're up against because the first one,
some ground force continuous stuff. Villain.
Yeah. So yeah, I really feel like until like the 6th one when they was like, oh, okay, these are the good guys and these are the bad guys. Because you look at another perspective, like you look at the first one, the Asian man's like, he doing some asshole shit, but he trying to hold it down for his family. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about perspective. And the 6th one, it was like, oh, okay, that nigga straight up bad guy, and that's the good guys. He got to die because he got a whole crew of niggas that's doppelgangers, whatever. So we'll see. We at 10 in a couple of weeks. We all gonna see it at some point, and maybe we'll be back around that time to chop it up about it and see how we felt, because the last one ain't do what it is.
Just going to say it, dog.
It was that
shit was trash.
Fast 9 was probably the worst one out of the franchise. I was like, damn, I expected so much, and I was letting down.
Which one was 9? 9 wasn't the one where they brought everybody back, was it?
Yeah.
Which one where Han came back? That was 9?
That was 9 is where they went to space.
9 was when they went to space and they brought back Han, and they showed him in the trailer, like some shit that you just leave shit alone.
That'd be my thing, yo. They be revealing way too much.
Because, like everybody was going to go see the movie regardless because it was it's a popular franchise, so it's going to see. You didn't need to show Han. Han could have popped there. I'm like, oh shit, Han's back, yo! Like that probably would have helped save the movie. But since we saw it in the trailer, like it was just like, all right, cool, shit blowing up. I guess.
Damn, I don't remember what happens after they go to space, dog. And I just watched that like the other day.
Damn.
Nothing though, really. That's the thing.
They was out there floating, and then Dom was doing some superhero shit. It just got to a point where it's too cartoony. Like when Dom pulled down these pillars with chains, like that nigga is Thor. I was like, all right, y'all, come on.
Yeah, bro. It's
bro,
a lot.
He's strong, bro. Like, why y'all hating?
It's a lot. It's a lot though, bro. Y'all niggas supposed to just be racing cars and just trying to get some bread, bro.
Right.
Like why? Like why?
Like, and you make sure the hook ankle grabs the axle of the car and flips it around, and you make it to the other side, bro. Or you catch your biddy with the vehicle, bro. Catch your biddy with the vehicle, dog. I'm be like, baby, watch this. Bam, I'm push her out. Hit a U-turn. Turn the knives on. Boom. Be out, boom, catch her, dog.
Because they walked us into this shit.
They did,
story, bro.
They slow walked us.
It started with like 5 and 6. It was like, all right, nigga ain't really do that, but maybe he can.
It started in 6.
Then,
when Hobbs came in, grabbed that nigga, and threw that nigga to the ceiling, and threw him back down. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it was The Rock coming in strong, arm in the situation again. This nigga came in and made Fast and Furious what it is now with all this extra superhero, superhuman strength shit. Niggas wasn't even doing that. I just watched the original.
That nigga did grab a whole submarine or something crazy like that.
That was an 8. That was an 8, and I was like, wait a minute. And Vin Diesel, I can top that too. Check this out.
So it became a fucking dick swinging match between them niggas in the last 3 movies. And
that's one where
now that makes sense.
The landing, what you call it, the airstrip was like 10 miles long, right? That was that one, right?
Yeah, but that shit was fire though. That was a fire scene, even though the airstrip was long as shit.
Was that 6? I think that was 6. That was 6.
That was 6.
The airstrip was like 30 minutes long for niggas to be going 90 miles an hour.
See, once again, 6 was fire, but all the rock scenes was mad extra. Threw a nigga into the ceiling. This nigga jumped off expressway off of a car onto another one. Everybody else was doing believable shit. It was that nigga doing the action man shit. So, you know, that nigga, Vin Diesel was probably like, all right, now, nigga. This nigga jumping off. All right, y'all got to make me do some shit now, bro. I got to drive the car through the front of the plane, fam.
That's the
While
title of
it's
a rock
on
new
fire.
movie. Action Man. That's a rock new movie called Action Man.
Just
Action
muscles
Man.
and action and explosions. No story, context. Nothing matters. Who cares? Just give that nigga guns, explosions, hire Michael Bay to shoot it, and we're gonna have a great time, nigga, in the movies. IMAX cameras, just blow shit up.
My cheeks hurt, Action Man.
Hey, that's hey, if they make it like Last Action Hero, that'll be lit. Like a kind of like a parody of action movies.
That we need the black version of that. You know what? We giving y'all too much information. We might write
Actually,
this.
yeah, we need it's time to go, nigga.
Oh, it's time to go.
Too much game, especially during a writer's strike.
Yes.
Real fact, dog.
Yeah, shout out. We support all the writers in the writer's strike.
Yes, indeed.
I like you know, us and people that we know
paid
people,
in people, what they're
those
worth.
people out there that's writing. So, you know, shout out to them from the strike. Definitely support that on all fronts. Shout out Juice Wayne for getting done with his production. I don't know where you're in the editing process, but looking forward to his short film.
It's almost getting there, but that shit looks great, bro.
Hell yeah.
It looks great.
Can't wait. And on a darker note, but prayers up for Jamie Foxx. I keep seeing news about him. Still in the hospital, but prayers up to Jamie Foxx and his situation. And that is it on the pilot episode of Movie Disciples. We still working title in progress. Maybe we'll figure it out. Though. Yeah, I think we all rocking with Movie Disciples. Maybe workshop some other stuff, but man, love to hear you guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. I probably won't post this whole thing on there because this shit is long. But if you're listening,
they can just play it in the background.
That's very true. That is very true.
Because I listen to long ass podcasts. So
boom. So hey, if you guys are enjoying what you're watching and listening to, man, follow us on all social media platforms and hit the like and share, subscribe, all that as far as the Spotify, Apple, wherever you can find podcasts, and on YouTube. For everybody here, we appreciate y'all, and we'll holler at y'all, let's say in about maybe a week or two, once the blockbuster season starts going with Fast X. You'll probably hear us break that down. All right, y'all. Be safe.
Lego.